Lisa Mattson is the head of marketing and communication for Jordan Winery in Sonoma. But in addition to that, she's also written a very funny book about dating in your 20s. Our wine and spirits expert, Hayley Cogill, brought Lisa here to see us and to chat about their wine and her book. Welcome, you two. It's good to have you.
Thanks for
coming bearing wine.
Always.
Yes,
Always.
I love it. I'm so interested. So you wrote this book about your 20s.
Yes.
Why?
Well, I got to this point in my 30s where I looked back and was like, wow, here I am, this girl from small town Midwest who had a pet raccoon. You'd expect somebody like me to grow up getting a taste for Coors Light, but I ended up, in the end, finding my dream guy and my dream job in California wine country, and now I work for one of the most iconic wineries in America, Jordan, so it's really a dream.
And you live in Sonoma wine country?
Yes, I do.
You have the dream life.
I do. I'm very blessed, but it was a long road to get there, trust me. And I dated a lot of guys, kissed a lot of frogs on my way to finally figuring it out.
Well, how cool that you could journal about it and actually get it in print and then have that to share with other people as they're making their journeys.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about this wine as well.
So this is actually, we had our Dallas Uncorked Jordan dinner was this past Sunday, so Lisa was here for this, so we thought it was a fantastic opportunity for her to also have this event this evening to talk a little bit about her book. We actually poured the Chardonnay on our segment just a couple weeks ago. The event was awesome. We had just incredible turnout, fantastic wines. Lisa did a great job. We're drinking their 2012 Chardonnay right now, which I think we'll have some Jordan wine tonight as well as part of our little book chat and event that we're going to tease you with Lisa's.
I was going to say, yes, let's talk about the book chat too.
The hilarious, I mean, when I read this book, it was just, it's entirely too funny and then entirely too relatable, and it's probably because Lisa and I are around the same age. It took me a little while to find my prince as well, and man, sometimes you just have to kiss a lot of frogs, but the stories that come out of that, and that's, all of her guys have songs, all my guys had a nickname, and so,
Songs? Like what kind of songs?
Well, I just turned 40, so most of my dating was in the 90s, and so it's everything from Suavemente by Elvis Crespo, which is like my first Latin lover, and every time I hear that song, I always think of him. My high school sweetheart, his song is More Than Words by The Extreme. I don't know if you remember that.
I think I
that
do.
band.
Yes.
But and he's the one who actually, he lives here in Texas. He's the one who actually he dumped me when I followed him to college, and I really wouldn't have ever written this book or ended up doing what I'm doing today.
Right?
Yes, I do. I thank him in the end. Like, thank you for dumping me. You opened some amazing doors in my life. So one of my exes lives in Texas, the most important one.
That's a good song, too.
It is.
Very cool.
Well, and that's also just looking at them, again, just kind of to relate. It's like so many of the songs in this book, it's like, gosh, they just take you back to that time. And even if you were happily in love and in a really, happy place and everything was great, you hear a song every now and then. Or it's also like when you smell something or you taste something, and it just immediately takes you back to that little place.
I can hear Open Arms and go right back to middle school.
Exactly, you do.
Faithfully my journey, right?
And it's just like,
takes you somewhere.
So good. So this tonight at Veritas, Lisa's going to do a little book reading, book chat, wine tasting. We've had a really great response, but we still have a few tickets left.
It sounds like a perfect girls' night out, actually.
Yeah, so much fun. I like doing book chats rather than like a traditional book signing at a bookstore, taste wine and talk, and it's just an opportunity for Hayley, no holds barred, ask me any question about dating, any question about wine, anything you want. And
there's juicy stuff in here.
I will answer.
Oh, okay, a little 50 Shades of Grey, too.
Well, there's a little sex in it.
Just a little, that's okay. It goes great with wine. All right.
It does. Well, that's the nice thing also when wine starts flowing versus in a bookstore. When wine starts flowing, then people
will talk.
They relax a little.
Well, thank y'all for coming in today and for bringing this beautiful wine.
Absolutely.
You said this was a Chardonnay?
Jordan Chardonnay, 2012.
We're going to have a little bit of that. Lisa and Hayley will be at Veritas Wine Bar on Henderson Avenue tonight. That's from 5:30 to 7:30 for a book chat and wine tasting. It's all free to attend, but you've got to sign up. So we've got a link on thebroadcasttv.com for you to do that right now, if you'd like to do that. And there's also one on DallasUncorked.org as well for them to sign up. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, and we're going to be right back.